They called him the future of basketball. They called him the next Michael Jordan. And for a moment, he truly looked unstoppable. But then, one injury changed everything. This is the story of Derrick Rose, the youngest MVP in NBA history, and the man who refused to give up. Derrick Rose was born in 1988, on the tough streets of Chicago's South Side. Raised by a single mother, in one of the city's most dangerous neighborhoods, basketball wasn't just a hobby, it was survival. Every dribble, every shot, every late-night practice was a way out, a way to escape the violence that surrounded him. By the time he entered high school, Rose was already a legend. At Simeon Career Academy, he led his team to back-to-back state championships. Everyone knew this wasn't just another good player, this was a future superstar. In 2008, his dream became reality. The Chicago Bulls selected Derrick Rose as the #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. For the city of Chicago, it felt like destiny. Michael Jordan had left years ago and fans were desperate for a savior. Rose was the hometown kid, the prodigy who could bring glory back to the Bulls, and he didn't disappoint. In his rookie season, Rose won the Rookie of the Year award. His speed, explosiveness, and fearless drives to the basket shocked defenders. It was like watching lightning strike on a basketball court. But his greatest moment came in 2011. At just 22 years old, Derrick Rose became the youngest player ever to win the NBA Most Valuable Player award. He averaged 25 points per game, carried the Bulls to 62 wins, and outshined even the biggest stars in the league. When asked why he should be MVP, Rose simply said, "Why not me?" And he proved it. Chicago believed again. Fans whispered about championships. The world saw Rose as the new face of the NBA. But then, everything changed. In the 2012 playoffs against the Philadelphia 76ers, Derrick Rose drove to the basket like he had done thousands of times before. But this time, his knee gave out. He tore his ACL, and with that single injury, his career and the Bulls' championship hopes collapsed. The rehab was brutal. Months turned into years. Every time Rose tried to come back, another injury followed. Torn meniscus, sprained ankles, more surgeries. The young superstar who once flew across the court was now struggling just to stay on it. Many called him finished. Fans turned their backs. The media mocked him, saying he was fragile, overrated, broken. But Rose never gave up. In 2018, with the Minnesota Timberwolves, Rose had his defining comeback moment. On Halloween night against the Utah Jazz, Derrick Rose scored a career-high 50 points. When the buzzer sounded, tears streamed down his face. It wasn't just about basketball, it was about redemption. It was proof that he still belonged. That night, the crowd chanted his name, and for a brief moment, the old Derrick Rose was back. Today, Rose is no longer the MVP, no longer the high-flying superstar of old. But he has something even more powerful: respect. He showed the world what resilience looks like. He inspired millions of fans who know what it's like to fall and still rise again. Derrick Rose may not have the championships of Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron, but his story, the rise, the fall, and the fight to keep going, makes him a legend in his own right. Because greatness isn't just about how high you fly. It's about how many times you get back up when the world counts you out. And Derrick Rose, he never stopped getting back up. That is the story of Derrick Rose, the youngest MVP in NBA history. The fallen star who refused to quit, and the man who will always be remembered, not just for how he played, but for how he fought.